Welcome back to the Hopium Den. We're picking up where we left off here, and we're going to need to get a little high on Hopium because we are going to beat that hand this run. I think we're going to use Star Spawn, and I was trying to come up with a nickname. I'm going to go with O. If you don't know where that's from, it's from a little animated movie called Home that, I don't know, came out maybe 10 years ago or so, but I thought it was super cute, so. We got O. Let's see who we can combo here. We're going to need someone tanky to buy us some time to set up. We could go with the double age build. I don't know that they have a way to give each other age, but then my only tankiness is summons, so I don't love that. I mean, I like that he gets sidekick and power. I feel like he would pair really well. I was really hoping for Warden here, but I'll take Hey Hey as my tank. Hey Hey's a good tank, but not a great tank, because he's almost more of, like, he's more so on the retaliate end than he is on the tank end, because he wants to take hits to get his own power and stuff up. Alright, getting halfway through there. Well, I think we take the break. And then let's a basic attack just do more. Alright, water. So 3x3, 3x2, so this is my weaker attack here. Now with the explosion, I will start to get Wild Ether, but there's no way I'm going to get 5 right now. That would be my goal, to start to get his special attack every round or every other round, but it's easier said than done. Just attacking my way through, I have nothing else to do. This is a pretty weak comp off the start, I'm just trying to survive. Strong start, strong start, strong start. Well, that's a run ender. Oh, shoot. Is it even worth continuing to carry out this run? Probably not. Now I gotta fight everything else in this first world at a disadvantage. Okay, the blank memento is a nice pickup. Sir Tiberian. So double weakness and burn damage. I mean, the Scepter's kind of good, though. Gives me a temporary power every turn. That kind of goes crazy, versus this just scales burn damage. Weakness is nice. Let's try the temporary power every turn. I think the Scepter is a pretty strong item. I just think I need a rare one or an epic one eventually. Alright, we're probably losing, but we'll get Hey Hey a little XP here. Alright, gonna attack myself to then have some power to do more damage. And then we get power for next turn. I like how it duplicated my guy. I could use 2 Hey Heys right now. That'd be pretty nice. Alright. Honestly, the recurrent power is pretty nice on Hey Hey. Ooh, that miss in there stinks. The Purge is nasty work. Alright, we take damage here, and then we should be able to kill. Without that damage, there's no way I would have killed. Hey, hey, look at you solo. Maybe this run isn't done. Maybe I tried giving up on Hey Hey too quick. Yeah, I think if I have another fire, just extra attacks feel pretty good. Also starting to scale burn feels good, but I'll try this. We'll just go extra attacks right now. Probably should just boop to the next zone because I don't really want another fight. Don't particularly want another fight here. So the issue is I made it through this zone, but now I'm really weak in the next zone. Because I'm at 2, and I really need to be at 3. I'm going to keep chasing down the knight whenever I can. The knights who unlocks... Oh, they're not technically called shinies in this, but they're basically shinies. I have Hey Hey. I think I'm going to take poison as well and see if I can do maybe some burn poison shenanigans. Ooze. Uh-oh, nickname time. Nickname. What do we got? Pretty much a green glob. He's a green muck. Muck was low-key one of, I wouldn't say my favorite Pokemon, but I always felt like he was so underrated. I really liked him. I mean, did he ever make it in my final comps? No, he did not. We'll take the meteorite. Alright, let's break one of these guys attacking. Now is where we're at our big disadvantage, so... Let's just see if we can get through one of these guys in the first couple turns, and then it's just about surviving. Alright, the self-heal over there stinks. So the poison to allies is fine, but then I need to be able to take that off or do something with it. Right now I can't. Yeah, we're at too big of a disadvantage, I think, here. It's just going to keep scaling against us. I have to do the attack here, unfortunately. I mean, we're surviving, but it's not pretty. Yeah, we'll take the burn. We'll take the burn. It's probably our only hope, but I don't think it's enough. Alright, we cannot really take Hey Hey's big attack. So I think there's value to the basic attack to break. And then here, we just then let the burn and poison do its thing. Honestly, this is kind of a strong comp, especially at this level, because both of these are tanks and I don't have any tankiness going or any debuff cleanse in terms of the poison. So as soon as I would start to get that with this combo, it actually would go kind of crazy. problem with healing slime is just I keep poisoning myself worse, so it works, but not ideal. And our oozes are just passing the slime back and forth. Hey, he's kind of a wild damage dealer with the power. That's kind of insane work. I love that. Ooze kind of needs something here for the team in terms of tanking. Alright, so 8, and then the Cleanse Corruption is nice. This is really good. I just wish it was for everyone. So this would be my Earth attack, then it would do additional. So this doesn't even say like to an enemy. Oh, it's only up to once per round. So this is 1 extra hit per round. This works perfectly with already what I'm trying to do whenever Hey would reach 4 poison. Man, these are all really good. I think I'm going to do this right now because I need some shields and I'm going to start to get corrupted as I damage myself. Did we just live the second area with 2 people? Not quite, not quite. And I really would like one more battle to get this level out of Hey. Don't mind me button mashing there. My hands were not on my controller. I was reaching for my coffee, so the panic was real. That's funny. Alright, we already got 6 burn going there. The only issue is I'm letting Hazelworm just kind of go rampant up top by not focusing on it, and Hazelworm's a huge threat. Alright, so the burn actually staggered. That's good to know. Alright, I gotta do the healing slime. The poison's a stinker, but it is what it is. Okay, basic attack is a kill. This is a kill on anyone. Who's my biggest threat? Probably Hey. Yeah, you gotta go. If I make it through this second place with only these 2, we're looking pretty good. And Hey's getting enough. Enough power that we're kind of one-shotting things every single turn. He's just healing himself, so I'm not going to get more poison on Hey. I'll just get a little poison on him. This is an interesting build. If I can get it tankier, and I'm going to need some way to heal off the poison, because like on Hey or whoever my third is, it will end up killing me late game. My issue I'm going to have is most of my damage at this point is Hey's power attack. And versus the hand's weakness, I'm going to be in the same boat I was last time, that I'm going to need to prioritize healing off debuffs. But that issue's a long ways in the future. So generating 3 fire feels pretty good because I can use the fire for extra stuff. 3x4, so that's a pretty big attack if I have extra power, right? That could become like a 3x6 or a 3x8. And the dodge helps, and if they don't have burn, then I'm giving burn. I'll take a big attack here and then we'll go from there. Nope, my items are currently too good for my build, what I'm going for. Nice, we found a giant sword. Love that. Alright, we're surviving. Not by much, but we're surviving. Kinda think an Aether Spring would be good here to get a little corruption off Hey. Merchant doesn't feel bad, Cook's always good. I think I gotta knock it down some here, or else it's just gonna keep building, and by the time I get to the first boss, I'm probably cooked. You guys are my only two options. Neither of these are quite what I want. We'll try and do like a more of a poise breaking build there, since technically all three of my guys are kind of tanky. We'll see how that goes. Alright, what are we gonna get? I mean, hard not to get some corruption cleanse naturally. I always feel like we're just in trouble if we don't. I think one of these wormlings might be the move for this team, more so than Groot. I mean, we've got the heal, they'd have some Aether generation, and the power would kind of go crazy. But I need water attacks to stagger them. Easier said than done. Between the burn and the poison, he should be about dead. I mean, the issue with this is, like, I'm alive until someone targets Hey with a big turn. And then there's nothing I can do. And I don't have any way to break here, which is super frustrating. He's only going to take 3 on his turn, so let's make sure to kill. Nice, we can break here. I want to say I've caught the wormling, so I don't know for sure if it's going to let me. Yeah, I just can't summon him. Shoot. Kind of figured that would be the case, but I wanted to try it. Because I know it's supposed to let you, like, randomly generate who you can choose from at each area. But I've had the same choices all throughout these zones so far. And they're not bad, but I would really like Goliath or someone else. I also don't know for sure that I can rename people, but I probably should rename Muck. Nice, we found you again. Oh, you're different. Feels kind of weird, so he adventured out here. Staying here for too long, I advise you to seek respite in the void. Nice. Get a little corruption cleanse, that's big for the team. So now with the, like, cleanse corruption every round, we probably didn't need to come here to the spring. don't know what the odds are of passing or not, but we risk it. We risk it for the biscuit. Wow, that's kind of nice. That's a way to keep scaling my health too. I mean, this eruption kind of goes crazy by the time I have 7-8 poison on myself. That'd be an extra like 20 damage hit potentially. But I think right now I need to kind of stay in the support role there. Tough choice. That seems like it could scale really, really well. Alright, we got the spring. We do have one more monster fight. I'll do that first. We take out a fire chicken. Yeah, I mean, breaking the Fury attack is just always the right move, because that thing goes crazy. I'll use my free action here. Let's get a little power. Giving him more power by attacking. It's a little scary. Let's get Hey Hey out of the critical zone and keep increasing my max health. That sounds pretty good. So I could do this to get a power on myself first. And then this to do... Oh, it's only to one guy? I was thinking this was all enemies. Shoot. You're doing the scarier turn. Way to kill. 3 and that is 5. I'll just focus the kill here. Alright, the sidekick plus the power is starting to get a little scary there. So I really need to kill this turn, the chicken. Because if I can't kill this turn, I'm just in trouble. We can get there, but it took everything. Took everything we have. Okay, but the burn kills. I don't know, this comp feels okay, but it comes all down to the ability synergy. I need some luck. I'm gonna need some luck. So 3x3, 3x5. I love that I tried a star spawn build and just instantly got wiped. Insta pivot into a Hey Hey carry. Alright, alright, alright. We're doing okay. Okay, poison damage scales. That's kind of nice. We're closer to a level with the people. I'll take 6, mainly for Hey Hey. And then, where's the next zone? Down. Okay. Rare Witch Merchant. Let's get an item here. We need something before we go into this boss battle. Not great, not bad. Alright, Warden versus Warden. So what's he doing? He wants his purge. I'm gonna purge before he does. Alright, hey, let's get the fire support and our basic attack. Start getting some burn. I think the poison's valuable this turn. I can heal next turn. Let's start to scale poison and burn as quickly as I can. The weakness is going to be a troublemaker. I think I stay on the purge. I mean, this feels kind of goofy because is this going to get rid of a weakness because it's technically an attack? Nah. I was hopeful. I was hopeful. I'm going to stay on the offense this turn while he's not doing much, and then heal next turn and redirect towards my ooze. There was a bird above me in the window clicking around. I was like, what in the world is that noise? Alright, so it's got to be this. Let's redirect away from Hey. If I do this, can I still get off my big attack? Yes, I can. Okay, that gives everyone a dodge. I mean, the difference in 10 damage feels pretty huge here, so we go for the Stone Punch. We did get a poison because of our lance. We're doing okay. It's just not a strong comp. Like, I don't quite have enough scaling or synergy to really set this off. But I can't complain too much. We're alive and we're doing some damage. I'm gonna basic attack here to get an Aether for Hey. That also triggers the retaliate down there rather than on Hey. This now does more damage. And then I do the heal redirect turn here. Alright, we're looking okay. The poison burn is adding up. Stay alive, come on. Nice. Oh, does the poison kill me? Yep. One turn away. Oh well. We've been hanging on by the skin of our teeth this run the whole time. The problem is I'm just getting offensive stuff. You know, like I would love to keep getting Hey more power. Dodge now has increased evasion. I guess I'll take haste. Maybe here I can unlock Minnow. Maybe I can unlock Minnow. And do some evasion shenanigans. I don't know. This run is rough. Maybe I can unlock Minnow and do some evasion shenanigans. That's my only hope. So the crit damage feels good if I can get force up. I do like the extra health, but also leadership just kind of goes crazy. As long as I have sidekick up, then Hey would do more damage. Which is pretty much like giving Hey extra power. So I think I'm gonna take this one. I like the idea of giving everyone dodge. The issue is... it's the exact same elements I want with Hey Hey. Take the lightning bolt trap. That potentially could give me the ability to reactivate Hey Hey a couple times if I'm getting enough dodge up. Each earth hit by 1. So crit chance does go up, so it's worth taking. You're my only one doing earth, so it'd kind of have to be here. Which feels bad to give up a rare item for an epic, but this is the only place it makes sense. Oh, I still feel under the power curve right now. I'm just gonna keep hitting the knight. I would love to unlock shinies. Alright, maybe I can replace Groot here. So sidekick, power heal, H summit weakness. Let me look at my party comp and think about this a sec. The issue is I finally got a good item on Groot, so I lose that if I get rid of him. So I think I gotta stick with it. It is what it is. Alright, give me a heck of an item here. Nice. So, not guaranteed, but the 20% is a permanent power, and I'm starting to get some shield here. So I think this is much better for Hey Hey long term. We need to still get something on Minnow. We gotta take out the Grimoire. I'm not letting it do Grimoire shenanigans. The only issue with this party comp is I just have so much overlap with what I want to do that it starts to get really sketchy in a hurry. But now we do big damage. We're up to 2 dodge on everyone, so that's a 25% chance. And then I keep just trying to stop their scariest effect each turn. Hey Hey and Minnow have a lot of synergy. Groot's okay in this comp. Very valuable in other comps, but... So the lightning charge is a kill, which feels really good. I just don't have any support stuff really other than the dodge. So I need to keep trying to set up dodge. I'd love to make it to the 3rd area this run to catch some new people, but we'll see. Ooh, the big shield up top. Hate that. So this kind of goes crazy because it urges on the interrupt I should generate, which gives me a bit more shenanigans. that keeps me from doing anything else. Yeah, I just have too much element overlap between these two right now. I pretty much can only pick one per turn to attack. I guess the hardest thing about running Minnow with a few is a lot of the sidekick characters get natural ways to get sidekick up, and Minnow pretty much only does on a activating move. So it just makes it a little harder, like Minnow kind of has to be your carry. And you pretty much need to attack with Minnow in order to then get the shield. Oh man, that's our third loss this run. Hanging on by the skin of our teeth. Okay. We do this, then we can't do the top attack. Okay, the dodge resets my turn, which then lets me kill. I don't think we're making it to the third area, because we just lost our best item again. Alright, we go back, we summon someone. Either of these guys fill the role that we need. I'll go here just for the healing. I need someone to be shielded. And snow support kind of goes crazy. Those are actually two good rolls. Those were two pretty solid rolls. I don't know that it's enough, but... on support action. So we end up doing a lot of dedicated support actions with Minnow and trying to attack more via sidekick. So we will try that. Definitely have Goliath. I don't know that I've caught the Vampire Bat. That might be what we focus on catching here. Yeah, I think an early stagger feels good. And then we try and get through one guy. Ah, excuse me. Nice, we got another stagger just based on elements. We're getting a little lucky so far. We spared ourselves the big attack, basic attack, but we're getting close to dying. This is just an all-offensive team. Dodge, heal, tear. Okay. And we kill. Nice, come on Minnow, we need something good. Alright, reinforce is huge. Nimble Guardian. So I'd get 2 dodge and redirect. I think I like that better. We might need the big healing swings here. Also, this lets me do some damage on support actions, so let's just see how this goes. Monster Soul. We've been burning through them this run. I'm going to save the rest of my mementos for the next area, I think. I don't think I care about capturing him this run. It's not that he's bad, I just would rather capture some guys in the future area if I can make it there. Nice support action, so we get an attack off. Can I afford to burn myself first? Yes, I can. The argument to doing the other one was I would have got a sidekick on myself, but this gives me better element generation for a bigger turn next turn. So, pros and cons to each side. The only thing I don't love there is it triggered my sidekick on her rather than on Heihei's attack on the support action. Which is okay, not the end of the world. Heihei should kill here, and the sidekick will go up top. I still have a force on Minnow for a bigger attack next turn. So let's get a sidekick up. And then I should be able to kill here. I mean, the party cap's kind of working. It is all offensive. It's going to get pretty sketchy if I can't kill quickly, but right now we're surviving. Winter Guard's pretty good, but Heihei needs to be attacking since my other people have sidekick. I'm gonna reroll. Let's see what we get. So this is nice. I actually have a way to hit everyone, which I've been missing. The sidekick's nice, but I don't particularly care about sidekick on Heihei. Since I'm getting force on Minnow, I care more about that. The Cleanse Corruption's good, but I think I'm gonna take the Burn Wave. That's very expensive for fire, but it's not bad. We put that here. Okay, that was a pretty good item to keep us going. Come on. Heck yeah, let's try again. Sorry, I was not paying attention there. I was looking at how long we're into this run. My little one's kind of having a rough morning, so if I hear not doing so hot again, I'll probably call it and finish it up and slap this together in a video later. Alright, cook. Man, we kind of need the spring. I'm getting pretty corrupted since I'm all offensive. Maybe I should have took that cleanse corruption trait. Maybe the game was giving me a freebie there. So I could go all in on dodge. If I lose, who would it be? Wolfie. I might just go all in on the dodge. So this gives me a better chance to get power every turn. And anytime I interrupt would potentially give me power. So that's kind of everything I want there. The double grimoire is too scary. I gotta take one of these out. Now because I have the power, that's a lot sketchier to hit myself. That's funny. This just always feels good with the kind of dodge evasion build I have. We try and just smite one of these guys off the start. Alright, we kill here, sidekick will trigger on someone else. I can use water to get close to breaking the stagger. That or I save it for the snow support. Alright, so now if I snow support next turn... Ooh, he's close to his big attack. Uh-oh, he got it. Yep, so this turn he's doing a special. I think between this force attack and getting the sidekick up and then the aqua pounce, we should kill. Nice. I do have to do a heal. I care the most about trying to keep Hey alive. I can convert to the full dodge build if I have to. Because I think this hits everyone. This has been a tough run. Oh, we're surviving, but not by much. Okay. It's gotta be this. And then it's gotta be this. A crit would be nice, but I don't think I have any natural crit chance. But the burn got him. Ooh, lucky, lucky, lucky. Because if he did another hailstorm, I was just dead. Man, none of these are very good. None of these are good. I don't want to keep setting up traps with Minnow. I guess I just keep getting dodge out if I don't have enough elements to do anything else. That feels pretty bad. Feels pretty bad. Circle all the way back and run ooze a second time. I don't think I'm tanky enough to do Nimble Guardian. Wind. Okay, this helps a lot if I'm going all in on the dodge. This also helps me scale dodge more. So I'll take this for now. We need healing in this comp. Alright, nice. Then we focus on dedicated support actions, I guess. Gives me a little bit of shield. Ooh, alright, what do we got? We got a bat. This is a tough one. What are we gonna name him? Very important stuff. There was a Disney movie with a goofy bat. Oh, what was his name? I want to say it was... Yep, thanks, Google. Alright, we got Fidget. Alright, so we're kind of all in on a weird dodge build, which is great, but I'm still very, very weak. Fidget's doing shenanigans there, so I'm going to take the extra win. Hei's in big trouble health-wise. We're in enough trouble that I need to heal this turn. Alright, the dedicated support action. So what does Terror actually do? Okay, so we do more damage and it becomes wild, which is pretty nice for breaking them. So if I do 2 here, then I can't do that. If I do that, then I still have 2. So let's keep giving out dodge. Because I want to get as much dodge stacked up as I can with this build. You're kind of a menace. I mean, 3-3-2 dodge is pretty good. We're going to start to take less here because of the dodge. But I just don't know that it's enough. Alright, that leaves me 1 and 1. This would just leave me... That's not a good turn. This is a free action. That would leave me 2 to do some shenanigans there. Okay. Alright, we went first. We take the Terror. I gotta keep that in mind. This allows us to reset our turn, which then allows me to get a basic attack off with Force. Alright, we do a water attack here. And then, let's see, this does give me an extra dodge, so I'm going to do this. Holy cow, chicken was going crazy there. So I am one fire away from hitting everything. So I feel like a basic attack's worth it. We can at least kill the Grimoire before it does its special. And then I kind of need the heal, but I don't have it. Taking a lot to retaliate this turn. I don't know, I'm just trying to attack my way through this. I don't have a ton to go for. That leaves me 2 and 5. So let's do this first. And now with the force sidekick, we kill. I mean, the comp works. Dodge is just a sketchy thing to build around. I'm gonna need to heal off more corruption. But we'll keep seeing what we get on level ups here. I think having a different way element-wise to hit everything feels pretty good. Yeah, we need something good here. This might be it. I'd like to get that here, because then the power would be there every turn. But I'm gonna go here. Alright, we've got our wind. Like, it's not bad, the corruption is just getting out of hand. It's getting a little scary here. Alright, probably has to be a heal on Hey Hey. I'm gonna take the dodge on myself then. And I will prioritize the force sidekick. I then do this. I'm trying to get this guy down to one shot because I don't want a bunch of terror on all my people. Come on, we need more dodges. We need more dodges. Less hits. That corruption is getting close on Hey Hey. That doesn't kill anyone yet. Alright, we do the dedicated support. The little heal and the shield is much needed for the team. Now this kills. I can't really afford that much damage to myself. Man, they're doing a big attack. I think I'm losing Hey Hey right here. I'll get off as much damage as I can. Oh, the dodge saved me. The sidekick got close. It tried. I do not have enough elements for my heal, and I'm out of heals here. Alright, we get off the sidekick. It gives me another turn. I can burn one of these. It's got to be on Hey Hey. We basic attack here. What does that do? It uses both of those, so then I just have a single attack. But that dodge will reset my turn, so I can end it. Okay. Oh, sketchy fight. I've got to get rid of that corruption. I don't know that I can even beat the second boss being this corrupted. If I can't choose an Aether Spring here, it might just be done though. I mean, I'll take the Tailwind. It's good for this comp. I just don't know that I can stay alive long enough to make it work. We need more health on Hey Hey. Aether Spring. Okay, Epic. Merchant. Oh, I don't think any of these are what we need. I'll go Epic. But I don't think this is enough to beat the boss. I mean, he's my healer, but I can't really afford to give up an epic for an epic. I wish there was a way to change the items. There is a way to rename them. I saw it there. That's big. That's big. Alright, we'll get what gold we can first. Can I just skip you? That'd be great, Starman. That'd be great if I could just skip you. We got 3 and 1. Fire. Alright. So I've got to avoid fire here, because if he does his big burst, I'm in trouble. So that means I'll attack here. The basic attack counts as fire with Hey Hey. Yeah, we need this heal. I need the Aether, so I gotta do it even if I'm giving him one. Oh, I guess technically the basic didn't count. Come on, lots of dodges. Alright, 2 dodges there is a good turn. No dodges there is not. But he's not close to his special, so we're looking okay. I wanted to do a heal turn, but now that is kind of chalked. Alright, we keep Hey Hey dodging. I will do this to give myself dodge, power, force. I mean, this feels pretty good. Can I do the tear and that? Yes, I can. So I'm going to get the tear out first, because that means it should take more damage from the crits and all the rest of my attacks. I mean, I'm doing a ton of damage. I just don't know that we can get through things fast enough. Come on. Alright, some misses. Ho ho ho. What element you got for me this turn? Make it Earth. Okay, we'll take that, we'll take that. Because I absolutely need this heal. Without hitting the merchant, I am really hurting down here. Alright, we've got to get your dodge back up. So I do this to give myself the extra force and sidekick. And that should reset, so I'm back to 1, and I have an extra turn. This would get my turn back. This would apply dodge to everybody. We'll do the bigger damage turn. This aggressive team, we might make our way through it. We might hack our way through this. So heal here or do huge damage. I think it's got to be huge damage while he's doing a basic turn. I don't have much dodge this turn, but that's alright. And I still have a turn here. Oh, he's close. The burn should trigger. Nice, Minnow has my most dodge. That was perfect. Alright, fire. This is the scary turn, but we just heal and attack our way through it. Because he would technically get a bunch on my fire attacks here. Let's go. We made it through the second boss with a weird dodge power comp. I love it. And I still feel like I have a lot of room I need to improve with this. Like, this comp is very mediocre. So extra sidekick really scales. More force is just more crits. And that would be, I believe, every time I give off the wind charm. Oh, that's not a dedicated support action. So it'd only be tempering. Apply 1 force to target ally and 1 to self. So that would give me crits. More sidekick is huge damage-wise because I'm keeping the force up. I think I'm going to take Quicken. I can't believe we made it through the second boss with this comp. Let's go. Alright. We need this monster meal so bad it's not even funny. Who could I resummon? No souls left. Yikes. Alright. Oh, I mean, this is really good, especially for Hey Hey. Kind of need the monster soul. I think I need to be a little bit more defensive on Hey Hey and have a way to cleanse corruption. But I hate giving up all the power that was giving me. Like, I just scaled down my damage significantly. I'd love to get the random XP on my bat. Nope, okay. Random NPC envoy. We'll go envoy here. Made it to the 3rd section. Let's go. We do have a monster soul, so let's see who we got. Nice, we got a rename. Eventually. Nice, we do need an artifact here. I think the Hexing Harp, getting rid of 2 feels pretty good. So the Shrinks is kind of worthless if he doesn't have other people to help him. So last time I was here, I tried killing the Shrinks first so they weren't healing as much, and it didn't feel great. Alright, we take the dodge. And I get off my support action. And then here, I think I just want a basic attack, that way I can heal for next turn. Oh, come on, hey. Oof. Am I gonna ally blast first battle in this area? Yes, yes I am. I need to. Alright, this should be a big damage turn with Terror out, and with the healing, I now already have a sidekick on myself. Just keep getting the dodge up on everyone I can. I wish I had enough for this. That would go crazy this turn. But I'll take a kill here. Alright, we've got 5 dodge on everyone, so everyone gets an extra turn. Just need those dodges to keep triggering. Wow, they targeted him hard. Alright, we still got 2 sidekicks on Minnow, so this might be a double attacking turn. Kinda makes me want to do something like this. Trigger one of the sidekicks. I'll get another turn. He's sweet, but I don't think he's who I want to catch. If I do this, I'm down to 3. I think the support turn's worth it for my second turn there. I'm gonna do a big attack here. 49, let's go. And then I have another turn there now. I have the sidekick here. So now I do this, hit both. The sidekick will kill. And I'll have another turn up top. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep attacking. Yeah, I missed the extra power on Hey Hey, but I need that Cleanse Corruption. You're kidding me, that doesn't quite, not quite enough to kill. But he'll be dead on burn. Ooh, let's go. So we just healed off 5 corruption at the end for Hey Hey. Plus 1 hit. Okay, okay. Hey Hey's worthiness is kind of going crazy. So this is better than my other attack. I know it's 1 less hit, but it's to all enemies. So I'd rather use Solar Wind than Lightning Charge, I think. But versus the boss, Lightning Charge is worth more. I'll take health. So that's great, but it takes a long, long time. Once per enemy turn, and I'm evading all the time. Yep, that's the move, that's the move. More free damage. We scrap it. It's good, but if it's not epic, we don't care. Alright, I really want to catch the Scorpion. I think Medusa could be fun to build around. I have no idea who this guy is. I don't feel like I fought him. Oh, I also like the Naga. And we've got some mementos, so. We do our double support turn here. Oh, we get close to breaking, but not quite enough. I'm going to focus on the Naga. I really want to catch him. Alright, we basic attack here. That's kind of a wild animation. Ooh, 2 power to everyone? And the sidekick? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on, we need some dodges. Oh boy. I feel like this has to be the heel turn. We get the terror, we get a dodge. The only issue is then I'm killing that guy and I can't capture him. So how much do I care about capturing him is the big question. I mean, even that kills. Alright, we take the dodge on Hey Hey. I take my support play. And as much as I want to capture him, I've got to kill something. He might have, I was going to say he might have lived because he dodged something, but he did not. Alright, new goal is to see if we can capture the bird guy, but I don't think I'm going to be able to break him. These at least get him down to 3, but it gets him down to 2 low of health. Yeah, that's okay. Alright, with this, he should be dead on burn. That'll let me focus up top. I mean, a win's a win. I would have loved to capture someone there, especially that bird guy was really cool. Just didn't have any earth to stagger him. So I use Tempering and Sonic Strike and Wind Charm. I do not use the Lightning Bolt Trap. So Snow Support's pretty good for a little bigger heal. And it's a debuff cleanse. Because I'm going to need a way to heal off the weakness. But it's not doing what I need in terms of giving myself evade. I will take it just because it's better than Lightning Trap. But I don't know that we're going to stick with it. Alright, back up to 20 gold. Yeah, I think taking out a Tate's the Worm feels pretty strong. We give the dodge to Hey Hey, he's still our weakest health-wise. I mean, he's not. The corruption just makes it feel that way. Kind of feels like a decent turn to steal their poison. Also probably gonna need that for the boss. Alright, I'm gonna heal Hey Hey. I don't want to lose him. But we just got the cleanse debuff, so that's pretty solid now with all this poison stacking. This is a really scary fight combo. Holy cow. I don't know that I'm going to be able to kill him fast enough before this poison just rips through me. It's kind of insane. Seal off debuffs? Nope. Let's do this so we get more healing and everyone gets terror. Hey, I'm gonna pop a little heal, mainly for the corruption piece. At some point I've got to use it. I've got 4 charges. And I need to start getting Hey healthier. Oh, that would have been a nice kill. Should die on the burnt. Alright, we just have Medusa. Is there a way we can capture Medusa here? No matter what I do, it dies. No matter what I do, it dies. Okay. Even the basic attack, it dies. Alright, using that hourglass, Hei's finally now losing more corruption than gaining, which is really big for us. None of these really help. I think I will take the free Aether here. Okay, what do we get? Hey. Not close. Monster Soul, nice. So, Epic, Aether, Knight. We're gonna go Knight, because I think this is what I need. I need to visit the Knight in all 3 zones in a run to get Shinies. Or Sacreds, or whatever they're called. Okay. Goliath Loki is pretty good in terms of shielding, so... maybe I'll get an Epic. This is good, but I don't really care about stacking burn. So pretty much 20 gold or 15 gold. I really don't feel like 5 gold is much to at least look at it. Nice, he's water, so I have a chance if I keep doing attacks with my bat. Which is not really what this comp's built around, but... okay, we get the dodge on Hey. We get our support action. I mean, that's the move that's making it really hard for me to catch things. Okay, Hailstorm gets him closer. Gets him to 3. I did not min-max that turn. I'm trying to catch someone. Okay, now we need some heals. And I used all my water on the attack. Okay, the heal gives me sidekick, which goes crazy. I can now stagger here, which is exactly what I want to do. We for sure capture him. Let's go. I would love to start a run with him. And then we try and murder everything. Double kill feels really good on their main damage dealers. Is there a way I can get a stagger here without killing? Kind of doubt it. Especially because I'm taking enough damage. Especially because I'm taking enough damage, I really should just kill. Look at how many attacks that is. That's insane. What an animation. Alright, what do we get for the level? So we're getting a ton of sidekick now. I think the shield feels really good. I think the Aether feels really good. Because I could start to try and spam the dodge to do bigger and bigger turns. I will take the shield. If I can take a little less damage, I could start to gain more on corruption. Yep, we've gotta risk that. Having Hey back to full is kind of game changing because now I'm not fighting a losing battle. Nice. Who'd we find? Aya. Ethereum. Okay. Corruption cleanse. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, we gotta be getting close to the boss. We gotta be getting close to the boss. So Witch or Merchant? Witch is gonna be a new skill. I kind of like my skills, so let's go Merchant here and see if we can get something to kind of push us over the top. Ooh. Wow. Okay, those are both really good. I think the salve in the shop is better than that salve. I lose a little damage getting rid of this ore, but not the end of the world. So this would be extra dodge chance and extra burn, instead of currently Hei's is Aether and debuff. Burn, Aether, and debuff. So that's 3 effects versus this is only 2. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. I think Blink Memento is always a buy. Now I limited myself to one of these. I mean, I like the bonus dodge, because that's scaling with what I'm doing. The orb kind of goes crazy now that I'm actually healing here. I think that's a perfect item there. The Scepter's really nice there. So it's pretty much just self for self. Is the evasion worth the debuff? I mean, do I even need the self? I'm about done with this run. So maybe I'll go back to an offensive item here. I'm gonna have to luckily hit this kind of all on the same guy. I'll just take that and keep proccing it every time. Alright, where's the boss? To the hand, here we go. Can we beat the hand for the first time? Time will tell. Alright, so we got weakness down low. Hey, hey, we give you dodge. Let's get my sidekick up. Terror feels pretty good. And then I could increase my dodge. I think I definitely do this. If I do that and that, I'm burning all my Aether for next turn. So I'll just do a basic attack here. We won't worry about Terror right now. And then we will do this to get more dodge on Hey Hey. We don't have a ton of debuffs yet. So I think getting Hey Hey close to extra turns feels really good. I mean, this heal, I'm doing it more for the sidekick, and then when I heal, I get more sidekick. So this sets me up for the whole fight, basically. The Terror here now means he takes even more damage. And then if we do this and get the dodge, I get an extra turn. Even the basic attack gives me more elements for the following turn. Alright, we're doing big damage. I could have stolen elements there, but I need to be using one of my things every turn versus the boss. Alright, now we're getting the debuffs up. Oh boy. Because he's got 3H. Okay. Yes, you need to not be doing all those shenanigans. Big heal, we get rid of these debuffs, at least minimize some weakness is huge. So this feels good because I am getting the dodge on everyone, which gets me close to getting an extra turn. Heal and Terror feels good. Alright, we should survive here because they're just basic attacks. I need to get more force up with Minnow, so I think I go back to the dodge force play. Big dodges, okay. Only one weakness on everyone. So I do my support turn here. I do that. I'm gonna do this because this will reset my turn. And I get 2 force, which is really the big reason. Okay, big turn here. We then reset our turn. I cannot steal enough. I don't have a great heal turn. But I'll do it. Let's at least get rid of some corruption. Alright, we break. Minnow does big damage. We get Hey back to 4. Would love to get some terror on him, but it's not going to happen. Alright, that was kind of a crazy turn. Just about everyone went twice. We're chilling at 4, which is kind of our maximum dodge going into a turn. Okay, that was 4 misses. Alright, Burn's starting to do things. 100 hands, big damage. So, dodge, we're going to give it... Hang on. How could I get double turns? So he has burn, so this should give me dodge. That should let this then heal off the weakness. I'm gonna give dodge back to Hey. We then do this, because it should get me 2 force, which is really the biggest source of my damage. I'd love to get some fear on him first. Heal terror. I'm gonna do this because that gets terror without using my wind, so that this does more damage. And a kill. A kill with the stagger force sidekick. Oh, let's go. The dodge build is popping off. This build takes a lot of brain power. More health on Hey, I think is always the answer. We're not quite getting enough terror up for that. And I am for every 100 healing of your allies. Like, I'm slowly doing quite a bit of healing, so I'm gonna take that. Alright, big goal, and on we go. Alright, I gotta call it there for the sake of getting something productive done today, but I think we're to a new area we have never been before. So I love that for us. We're gonna finish up this run, I'll get it posted. See you guys soon. Okay, we're back. We're still into uncharted territory here. I did quick consume that. Talking with the merchant. I bought a blank memento. And I think that was about it. And then we didn't have anyone to summon necessarily. Goliath is great. He would help from the shield power standpoint. Like, he's a good one to have in our back pocket. Let's see what we get into here. We're into uncharted territory. Something seems to have locked behind the veil here, intentionally sealed away, so this void's no accident. There's another route less hidden. I might be able to access it. Let's do it. Interesting. I love it. The Forbidden Fortress, something seems off. It's distorted, even more than usual. The route's approaching. Oh, straight into the boss fight. Who are we fighting? Oh ho ho, big boss time. Here we go. Hello, Aethermancer. To make it this far, quite impressive. You're So you do remember. You look well. Have you enjoyed life? Your freedom? Us? We could never imagine to complain. We take it your surprise has robbed you of your speech, or is it the guilt? Who could say? Can you hear them? Farewell, Syriax, for your soul will rot in the eternal flow of Aether, as is their will. Ooh, we wronged somebody. Alright, so he generated 4. What the heck is corrupted? What's he doing? The enemy is special. Their arms can be attacked and have traits. Are immune to damage, can only be staggered. Staggering their temporarily removed. Okay, so that removes them from the fight. Each turn, each arm curses a random monster, corrupting its actions. I don't know what that means. Oh boy, so I take like 15 corruptions? Wow. So if I did multiple, I'd be taking like 23 corruption this turn. Holy cow, is that crazy. Good thing we have a couple hourglasses. That's going to be big. That's going to be big. Alright, I want to inspect him. Terror stacks with the lowest amount of terror. 9 damage to everyone with 5 or more terror. That's terrible. And everything he's doing is pretty devastating. Okay. There's no way to heal off this corruption. So I try and minimize the turn here, but I do want to get sidekick and power up. I think I just basic attack here. Let's get more elements for the following turn. I'm going to save those debuffs until it's more dire. I don't have any power, so I could do this, get a power, and then attack. I don't hate that. Did not do much in terms of breaking, though. Man, I think I'm almost going to have to ignore that. Alright, let's do this and at least stop one turn. If I do this, I get my sidekick going crazy. Which is what I really need. Man, 15 is expensive. I think I do this because then I can start to heal the corruption off. It gives me something to do. Alright, I don't have much shield. Let's see how much damage we take here. Nice. That would have been 40 without those misses. Dude, you're doing the most. Okay, what's Corruption Grasp? What just happened? Oh, he summoned his own? Oh, I hate that. Additionally, 2 arms now have steal 1 action from each first monster. Holy cow. This is insane. This is insane. I don't know how we're going to get through this. I can't break anything. What's Doom Bloom? 5 terror, okay. And he's aging. Holy cow, this is a wild fight. I don't even know what to do. I think it's gotta be this, because if I get a dodge, I reset. Oh, I have to choose the corresponding arm. I actually kind of need to kill the minnow because he has 4 sidekick. That is absolutely terrifying. And I did break 1 arm. Okay. This is getting crazy. Alright, we only have 1 corrupted this turn. That's big. Yes, let's stop you from doing anything. So I think this might still be worth it just to get rid of some terror. Oh, I'm locked from that. Okay, okay. What do I need to do? 3 fire? Nice, nice, nice. Okay, now we do this to get rid of the terror. It's going to give me another turn. We give our fire chicken a dodge. Basic attack. His power is going to go up, which is annoying. Kind of want to get terror on the big boy, especially if this staggers. Alright, let's do this and get a force. This is hurting my brain. Alright, now we Hailstorm to hit everyone. Hailstorm's kind of our win con. 49. Let's go, and we still got 1 force there. And the dodges are scaling. Can I get more terror? I don't need to heal. Let's go for elements. Alright, we made it through that first wave. His age is getting up there, the terror is getting up there. No one's corrupted right now, so we need to make the most of this turn. We give dodge here. We then do this, because this will get 2 of my guys' secondary turns. Is it worth this for terror purposes? No, I go damage and get the force. I have 10 sidekick. We give another dodge here. Okay, and I still have a bunch of stuff. Nice, that's a huge stagger. We're slowly getting our dodge back up. Sidekick force dodge. I mean, it feels pretty good to do that. Keeping the force up is my big damage. That's 2 forces, which allows this to then do significantly more on the sidekick. Alright, we're halfway. We're halfway. Not bad. Can I hit everyone? Yes, but not enough versus this kills. If I do this, yeah, I can't do that this turn. I mean, it feels pretty good just to kill, right? He's taken all my stuff too, which is terrifying. And then maybe I do all these attacks on the hand. The 8 sidekick is too much to sit here and take. And this gets me, my dodges up. Okay, we hourglass. Let's get rid of more corruption. Can't break. Alright, my dodges are up, so I at least take less damage. But the terror's getting out of hand. Terror is getting out of hand. Okay. He corrupted both, you turd. And he blocked my heal. And he blocked my attack all, which is really what I need this turn. Alright, let's get rid of debuffs here. I need to do a double blue attack pretty much. And I have to do it here. What can I do with dodge to set myself up to get it back? That would get me to 4. Alright, let's get this close. That gets everyone to 4. I give you the free turn, which allows me to then break and get another turn. With that stagger, hopefully I can now do what I need to with Minnow. No, we're still locked. Alright, but now I can use this, which is much more effective. Does damage to them too. The sidekick triggers. Alright, let's give myself a free turn here. The basic attack still damage. Ooh. Yeah, let's start getting the terror down. Oh, we are so close. We're halfway through the last fight. We're looking okay, not great. And my little one just woke up from her nap. So, a little unfortunate, but that's okay. Alright, I'll be back. Dad time. Shoot. She is gonna help me flush this up.
feel like pretty quick he's going to do his shenanigans. So it feels pretty important to keep that corruption down. Love the idea of hitting everything. First, let's give a dodge here so I get an extra turn. Let's get my double force up. Now we attack 3x9, 2x9. But that's no tear. 2x10. But that's using... Okay, here we go. Okay, we got the tear. We hit a 34. That's big. We get some natural dodge. We do a big attack here. Oh, I've got him down under 100. Got him down under 100. I get an extra turn. Man, I wish I could reactivate someone here. Actually, this might be a kill, right? We get him down to 9, and I have 14 burn. Is this a dub? 30? Did we just get a dub? I think we did. Let's go. Won our first run. We pivoted about 16 times this run to make this happen, and ended up in a full-blown evasion build. Yeah, we lost Starspawn, we lost Ooze, we lost Warden, we lost Wolfie. The pivots were unreal. We got 2 NPCs. Let's go. That was a fun run. Yeah, birdie. We clutched it up. Alright. Well, we're going to call it there. That's enough screen time for the little one. I'm going to splice these together and get them up. First up, we keep grinding. See you again soon.